I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Chicago Bears. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Newton. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 42.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
The ball carrier.
And on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
At the 37-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
20. Gun.
Let's go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five yards remain on 2nd down.
20.
Kill. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Right here. 56. Mike. 56. Push him back.
Here's Newton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the red zone now, Newton. Out to his left. And he completes it to Cohen. That catch good for only a couple. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's make these babies cry all day now. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Express. Great, great, great.
Throwing again. Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the...
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. This is Love. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
A gain of 7.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Gain of 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. Brings up
on 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. That's caught by Montgomery. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
Washington now going to use. The first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start the drive with Love here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Ball carrier.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. On first down, here's Love. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Bryce Love with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes this Washington 14. Bears 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First down, a run with Cohen. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Washington.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. And some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. To throw again on second down, Winston. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
14.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Now out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They fake the give. Newton. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. It's Newton. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st down, it's Love. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Love. Love, the all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 24, Bears 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
12 yards there and a first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first and 10, Newton. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Good. Makes this Washington 24. Bears 17. Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, Love. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run on first down. It's Love. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Tonight.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Washington, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
go. Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my